Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of OOP1 subject. Today we are going to discuss about generic class and method. So first of all, let's start with the generic programming. A generic programming is a simple approach to implement single logic for all data types. The simple idea is to pass data type as a parameter so that we don't need to write the same code for different data types. The idea is to allow types, for example integer, string, etc., and also user defined types to be a parameter to methods, class and interfaces. It makes the code stable by detecting the bugs at compile time. For example, a software company may need sort for different types. Rather than writing and maintaining the multiple codes, we can write on sort and pass data types as a parameter. Generic programming can be possible with class, method and interface also. In parameter type, we cannot use primitive types like integer, character or double. Generic class can be designed like non-generic class except the class header contains type parameter section. For example, here you can say this is like our simple non-generic class, means public class, class name, init, our class body. But simple, here we have written T into this section, so this is makes the class generic. Okay, so here syntax to be declared object will be the class name, then our this generic object name is equal to new class name, again generic, and parameter list. Okay, so that we will understand by an example. So here in generic example we can see that here our class box is there. We have passed two generics T1 and T2. In it we are defining height, width and length of type T1, enrollment number of type T1 and name of type T2. So here T1 and T2 are referenced type, not primitive types. Okay, again into public void add means in this method we have typed T1, T1 and T1 means again they are the generic types, not is primitive types. H will be of type T1, W will be of type T1 and L will be of type T1. In our main method, at the time of creation of object we are passing the primitive types. So at the object creation type we are writing box means class name, then our two generics, because we have taken here box T1, T2, so we are passing integer and string. So our T1 type will be the integer and T2 type will be the string only for the object B1. If we create object B2 and if we pass double and string for B2 object, our generic type T1 will be the double and our generic type T2 will be the string. Okay, so if we pass B1 dot add 234, then into case of B1, T1 is type of integer and string. So here our this first object B1 dot add will have H of type integer, W of type integer and L of type integer. B2 dot add, at the time of B2 dot add our B2 have two generics double and string, so T1 will be the type of double and T2 will be the type of string. So our H will be of type double, W will be the type double and L will be of type double. So this is the example of generic class. By this way we can create generic class. Here you can see that only for the, if we have some method and for that same method we want to call by different data types, then we can use our generic class. With the generic class, we can pass different type, different parameter into the same method. Okay, so this is the example of generic class. Next is generic method. A single generic method definition that can be called with argument of different type. Type parameter must be the reference type, non-primitive type. Type parameter section contain multiple types separated by comma. Syntax for the method definition: public, then our generic, return type, method name, again into parameter list, our generic type parameter section. In it, our method body will be. So we will check the example of generic method. Okay, so in this method we can see that our class test is there. In it, our print array method is there. Print array method is of generic type, and in our generic array is there, name of array is element. So this is the reference, not primitive. Okay, in our main method, our object T1 is there of class T test. In it, we have two array. One array is integer array. In it, LU is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and second one is character array. In it, I have passed my name Kashyap. Okay, so we are calling a method print array by the object T1. In first method calling, I have passed my integer array. So array type is integer here. So T1 dot print array integer type. So at the time of calling, it will be go here, and this generic array will be the type of integer here. So by this for loop, it will be go for the beginning to ending and print all the elements of type integer. In second calling, if I pass the character array, then this generic array can be convert into the character array. So it will convert into the character type, and it will print all the elements from beginning to end, and it will be type of character. Okay, so this is the example of generic method. Okay, so by this method you can write any other method as a generic. Okay, so this is it for generic class and method. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you, friends.